At nagbabalik po dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Nanalo na nga po ng 2 sets ang ating Cool Smashers matapos nilang habulin ang set number 2 kung saan nanguna ang ating Lady Oragons. Ako pa rin po ang inyong lingkod si Engineers. Kasama pa rin po natin si Bea De Leon. And Bea, we have our statistics here. Care to explain it to our audience?
Very interesting yung naging stats natin. Tinan mo, Sinjo, tie sila sa blocks, aces, and unforced errors. Lumamang lang ng 2 ang Cool Smashers sa attacks. And alam naman natin na 26-24 ang naging score.
It was a 2-point game para dito sa ating Cool Smashers, but that was enough to close out that set.
Oo, nakita nga natin as we talked about, pagka ganun yung situation, nakita natin yung last play with Acuna. Oh, in the middle. Sayang yun, no, Sid?
Sayang yung last play. We were talking how it could have been different kung na-underhand niya yung
Oo,
bola.
kaya doon talaga lalabas yung composure ng players na wag madaliin kahit ano mangyari.
At syempre yung maturity mo as a player and as a team. Magandang hapon po ulit sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, si Engineers, at kasama pa rin po natin si Bea De Leon. This is set number 3 of the first game today. Mamaya po abangan nyo ang High Flyers dahil haharapin po nila ang Water Defenders later. So that will be after this game. But right now, it is the match between our Cool Smashers and our Lady Oragons. And this is set number 3. If you have any questions for my partner here today, don't forget to use the hashtag AskBDL on PVL. And if you want your tweet to be posted here online or mag-react kami dyan sa mga tweets nyo, don't forget to use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Let's go back to our match here, Bay. It is set number 3. How crucial is it for the Cool Smashers to close it out here in the third set?
Well, syempre, on the side of the Cool Smashers, ayaw mo nang bigyan ng confidence itong Lady Oragons. And going to the Lady Oragons side, syempre, dito, do or die sila ngayon.
At yun naman talaga dahil nakita na natin dumidikit na itong ating Lady Oragons.
Oo, konti na lang closing na lang talaga. But as I mentioned, it's the hardest nga to do in any game.
And we've seen it in their previous games. The Lady Oragons can really like match up and even get a set. So if you want to go home early and finish the day already, then you have to close it out here for our Cool Smashers. But for the Lady Oragons, this is their last set and they have to fight it out. And we will be seeing that here, but they've given 2 points for our Cool Smashers here in set number 3. Cabanos still serving here.
Service. Cabanos.
Let's see saan dadalhin ng dating UST Golden Tigress. Kanyang service. But it seems like kanina pa ang target si Yubin. Right on cue. Yubin there. They go to Egia in the middle. Inangat dito sa likod para kay Kaupin. Great pickup there from Imbo. White is denied by Galanza.
Stare down!
Pero yung stare down, nakasmile pa din.
Oo, from the corner for Ilang.
Bakit fresh na fresh pag dyan magalan? Nakasmile. We have a tweet here, Bea, coming from Chloe B24. Go Cool Smashers watching from Davao City.
Ano yan? Davao City.
Davao City. Wala lang. I love Davao.
Pag Pilipinas yun, Sid.
Ganun ba yun? We have another tweet here from Anonymomyo. Anonymomyo. Oh, okay. Hi, Bea Del. Advice naman po sa mga tulad kong student athletes.
Well, as I said kanina, syempre kailangan lang talaga dyan na balance and discipline. Yun talaga yung magiging key para mabalance mo and so that you won't have to compromise in all of your responsibilities.
Then it's all about balancing your academics and your and your athlete life.
And discipline talaga, syempre. Magagaling sa iyo.
May tweet tayo doon kanina, nagpapa-shoutout, pero hindi natin nabasa na agad. But ito from Pretty Cad, praying for Julia Morado. I hope all is well.
Yes, we hope actually that it's not very serious nga.
Yes, we're really hoping for that. Pero kanina, sinilip na yun ng partner ko. It has been a long time pain for Gia. For those who are just joining us here, Gia Morado felt some pain over her shoulder a while ago. That's why she was subbed out here by Alex Cabanos, and that's why you don't see her on court. So great. Sakto yung pag-tweet ng mga kapamilya natin doon dahil na-update din natin yung iba kung ano nga bang nangyayari at bakit si Alex Cabanos nga ba ang naglalaro ngayon para sa Cool Smashers.
Oh, and very common naman yung shoulder injury na yun sa volleyball players kasi talagang gamit na gamit sa amin yun.
Okay.
When hindi shoulder
Oragons,
injury,
South Africa.
ano,
6.
tuhod.
Jumpers.
Jumpers knee,
Oo.
pretty jumpers knee, stress fracture, lahat na.
Oo. Shin split.
Service.
Alam na natin, we heard it all.
Oo,
Kaya
yung
nga
mga
minsan-
injury na yan.
Minsan kailangan mo na ng pyesa, minsan na para sa mga volleyball players. Si Eliza lagi natin niloloko yung kailangan na magpapalit ng balikat.
Oo, sa hindi din halos.
Well read. Lanza.
Kasi ilang beses na
7-1.
na-explain sa amin yung same situation.
Oh well, but this situation is unexplainable and surprising for both sides.
Valdez.
7-1 in the third set. Mukhang ganado ang ating Cool Smashers to close this one out and make that 8-1 over the best server so far of the league, Eliza Valdez. That brings our Cool Smashers to the first technical timeout. Magbabalik po dito sa SNA livestream. At nagbabalik po dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Ako pa rin po yung lingkod, Sinjan Reyes. Kasama pa rin po natin si Bea De Leon.
Parang nang pa pinagtatawanan yung picture
Sabi ko
natin.
yung angle natin doon. Very wrong angle.
Very wrong.
Very wrong angle, but
Hindi,
okay.
sabi nga ni kanina, di ba, sobrang gwapo mo,
At ang
Sin.
ganda niyo daw po, Ate Isabel. But let's go back to our ball game. 8 points to 1 na ang ating score. 7 points up ang ating Cool Smashers. At may tweet tayo. Hi Ate Bay and Kuya Sinch. Good job, Lodi. Ikaw yun.
Serving for Creamline.
Ikaw yun.
Captain.
Ikaw talaga yun. Sure ako.
Eliza Valdez.
Bay, you have updated statistics from the third
Oh.
set?
Sorry, natakpan pala ng phone ko.
Bakit? Sino ka-text mo?
Si Ria.
Okay.
Si Ria lang.
Turn back.
Hi, Ria. Enjoy training.
8.
Okay. Wow. May training na.
Oo.
Oh, balik tayo dun sa game. So as you can see, looking at the attack points, 3 attack points na ang ating Cool Smashers, 1 attack point pa lang ang ating Lady Oragons. Nakaka 2 block points, 1 service, at may nabigay pang 2 libreng puntos itong ating Iriga-Navy Lady Oragons para dito sa ating Cool Smashers. That leads to the 8-1 score earlier. Pero mukhang humahabol itong ating
Oo, as
Navy
you were
team.
saying the stats, si Yuben actually nagkaroon na naman ng block, kill block.
And that's not surprising.
Lanza
Coming
with a
from
cut
Navy,
shot.
even who's number 4 in blocks overall.
Ang ganda na naman ng spike din ni Galanza to the corner.
She has been going to that angle.
Oh, and
so
as
far.
we see kasi
Sa
nga,
saka,
yung
serving.
defense ni Yuben, nasa gitna siya ng attack line. Eh, yung spike ni Galanza nasa dulo.
And let's see kung magtutuloy-tuloy pa itong paghabol ng ating Lady Oragons. Seraphica goes to Yuben with a soft tip, and
Yuben
that goes to
sees
the
the hole.
donut hole.
4.
Yan yung mahirap ng bantayan, no? What's happening usually inside the court? Bakit nagkakaroon ng donut hole, babe?
Kasi syempre, pagka nagsispike na yung kalaban, ang yun nga, I expect
The
mo
anticipation
spike.
is a strong hit.
Oh, syempre, kasi mas kailangan mong bantayan yun. And talaga ang sasabihin naman, umatras ka kasi mas madaling humabol pa harap
Asterisk.
kesa humabol ka patalikod.
10.
Oh, kaya nagkakaroon talaga ng donut hole sa gitna.
And usually, pag di mabilis yung reaction time mo,
Oo, kasi
Dun siya
talagang
hindi
ano eh,
Gemma Galanza.
pag magaling, kita nga natin, pagka magaling nga naging drop, mahirap talaga basahin.
and babe, we have more statistics there looking at the setting department. What can we say about the setters who have played so far?
We see that Gia, before she left, already had 16 excellent sets with, and Alex now has 5,
Shot.
while she's only been playing for a set and a half.
Yes.
No? So that's very good output for her. And Seraphica has 10 excellent sets.
And that leads to an efficiency of 28.57 for Morado, 27.58 for Cabanos, and 13.33 for Seraphica. How about in the blocking department, babe?
Si Asterix and Galanza Asterix would have two blocks already.
2 block
So will
points.
Galanza, and White has 2 as well.
So far, mukhang block party has been common for both teams. No one is like standing out in terms of the blocking department. And when we talk about attacks, babe,
Of course, the usual Valdez and Kaupin with 12 points for Adelay and 10 points for Kaupin. the usual also for the Lady Oragons with Yuben having 11 attack points while White has 7.
So Yuben has been
well,
more
shot
noisy
from
in terms of
White.
attacking dito sa panig ng ating Lady Oragons compared to their last game na si White yung mas maraming ginawa. So let's see how that would change, or will this story continue? Will the narrative continue dito sa ating third set? Kung kakasama niyo lang po sa amin mga kapamilya, nakuha po ng ating Cool Smashers ang first set 25-21. Noong second set naman po, nakuha yun ng ating Cool Smashers ulit matapos nilang habulin ng ating Lady Oragons with a 26-24 score. Now we are here on the third set. It was 8-1 earlier, pero ngayon humahabol ang ating Lady Oragons with a 3-point disadvantage na lamang. That was a sharp service ace coming from Cindy Imbo. Now, let's go to our play-over set for Cabanos, and that is thrown back to the side of the Cool Smashers court. Big puntos para dito sa Navy. They are now just down by 2, and Coach Tai calls timeout. Bea, you have been coached by the mentor of the Cool Smashers. What
Yes.
usually are the adjustments during this game, or these types of games?
Are
Pag
you
ganitong
really
pan-
asking me?
Yeah.
Isa lang naman ang sabihin ni Coach tayo dyan.
Which is?
Happy.
And what does that mean for you as a player? Ano ba dapat ang ginagawa mo sa court? Pag
Usually
sinabi-
kasi ang timeout ni Coach Tai, hindi siya masyadong keen on plays eh. Kasi yung plays niyan, for him,
discard
talagang,
ng setter.
discard ng setter, and talagang ginagawa niya na yan sa training. So pagdating sa game, kumbaga automatic na dapat yan. Ang timeout ni Coach Tai is to remind you nga to
Just
enjoy
2
the
points
game
for
and
the
to
Lady
relax
Oragons.
and
The tie is
push you a bit
set.
na
At the
to
service
make
zone
you
still,
realize na you have to push yourself a bit in the game.
Well, if you are a fan, if you have been noticing the Coach Tai system, it's about muscle memory all the time. So, kung alam na niya kung ano yung game ng kanyang players so most probably the
Oo.
reminder is just to enjoy the game and play your game, ika nga natin. But let's go back to our ball game. Isang puntos na lamang ang hinahabol nitong
Cool Smashers.
sina Cindy Imbo
10,
and the rest of the Lady
11.
Oragons. After that
Service,
off play
Imbo.
coming from our Cool Smashers, we are seeing quite a messier Cool Smashers right now. And looking at the service department, what can you say about the two teams? Bay?
They have 3 aces each.
The line.
And
White.
the
We're
Lady
tied at
Oragons have
11.
10 service errors already while Creamline has 2. So malaki ang difference na yun since that's a lot of
Service.
3 points for Creamline.
At yun yung mga dapat hindi nila nabibigay, ika nga natin. And looking at reception, who has been doing the or defending the court for both teams.
Yes, if you see, tie sila sa
Bunches,
excellent
Aldo Cabanas.
receive. Pero ang magiging crucial
Yes.
is
Oragons.
Tekar
Now,
has a higher efficiency rate with 47.62% while Gohing only has 36.36%.
Yan yung sinasabi natin dito kay Tekar. She came from Iriga University, dating Lady Chiefs yan. At napakaganda talaga ng depensa at floor defense nitong si Tekar. But
Valdez off the
nag-usap lang
block.
tayo ng konting statistics Umabante daw ng ating Lady Oragons ng isang puntos hinabol ni Eliza Valdez with that off-the-block kill. We are now tied at 12.
Nina Asterich.
This third set
Yes,
seems to be
player.
very
Serving.
tight, Bea.
Actually, the past 2 sets have also been very close.
But mukhang ito, humabol from a 7-point disadvantage.
Oo.
Humabol itong ating Lady Oragons. But that's a
Turn
point
back.
off that block coming
Cool
from
Smashers
Asterich.
now on top by 1 point.
The Cool Smashers are now on top by
Service,
1 point.
Asterich.
Nina Asterich now serving for the Cool Smashers. Nice service. The car was there to receive. They go to Yuben from the back row. Inangat dito para kay Valdez sa kabilang panig. She is denied by Acuna. Sato tries, but she is denied again. They go to Valdez for the second try. Serafika now sets up the car. Chooses White. She is checked there by Cabanos. Cabanos chooses Kaupin from the back row, and that's off the block.
Back row attack. 14.
Ang ganda nung naging depensa doon ni Cabanos nung save niya doon sa isang play doon. Sa training, si Alex, ginagamit niyang libero ni Coach Tai kasi nga maganda nga talaga yung
Depensa.
depensa niya. Oo.
I was about to say, these players from the Cool Smashers, when Coach Tai was still with Ateneo, are people you have played with in training for
Yes,
sure.
yes, of course. Kasi syempre nagsasabayan at some point kasi
Right.
nearing ang
Through the
start ng
block.
season nga ng
13.
Creamline. So, while they're training, syempre magkasama na kami para added rin yung manpower namin during training.
Serving
At
for Navy
kaya
Italy.
kilalang-kilala tsaka inaate talaga nitong si Bea, itong mga players ng Cool Smashers. But let's go back to our ball game. Abante, ang Cool Smashers ng isang puntos dito. Cabanos sets up Valdez, who hits it with a hammer. Hinayang na hinayang dun si Acuna.
Napawaw na naman ako
Oo.
dun sa palo ni Atelay. Ang bilis ng palo ni Atelay dun.
Alex Cabanos serving.
That's the usual Valdez, no, that we've been seeing so far. But I think what's different now is with the Cool Smashers, it's not just Alyssa
Yun ang
doing the
magandang
damage.
nangyayari sa kanila kasi lahat nga sila veterano, so lahat talaga ang daming pagpipilian, which makes you hard to guard.
Yes, that's right, Bea. And let's continue talking about that sa pagbabalik natin dito sa Premier Volleyball League on SNA Livestream. At nagbabalik po kami dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Ako pa rin po ang inyong lingkod, Sinjin Reyes. At kasama pa rin po natin si Bea De Leon. Bea, what we were talking about it off-cam kanina na parang
The time.
looking at the Cool Smashers now, it's a very different Alyssa Valdez squad. Before kasi sanay tayo sa mga teams ni Alyssa na parang siya yung
Yes.
nagbubuhat ng lahat. Go-to person. Well, ngayon pa naman, go-to pa din siya. Ang difference lang talaga, ang daming options sa
Yes,
attackers
yes.
dito sa panig ng ating Cool Smashers.
Lalo na at this level of playing where everyone can really contribute.
And syempre mga recruit yan ng mga teams na to or ng mga clubs na to.
Oo.
So definitely there's some caliber of
14,
players that would be joining
16.
Alyssa, which leads to like not the usual outing that
Mhm.
Alyssa has compared to yung usual na nakikita natin,
Jan
20
Serafin.
points, 25
Yes,
points.
Serving
Kaya nga, if
for
we would
Navy
look at the best scorers for the league so far, and this is the last day already, looking at the best scorers, Alyssa and even Kaupin did not make it to the top 10.
Yeah, even if they're the go-to for their
Alanza.
teams.
Yeah, because if you would see a top 25, you have the 5 spikers, the 5 main
Yes.
spikers of the Cool Smashers. Alysa's number 11, Kaupin is number 12 in best scorer, Asterich is number 19, Gumabaw is number 24, and Sato is number 25. You have 5 of them in the first half of the best scorers, but if you'd notice, like, you're not seeing anyone standing out because the ball is well distributed
Well
talaga.
distributed, which is good talaga for a team like this.
And always a good sign for any team.
Yes.
Because you're seeing like team effort and a lot of options.
Yes,
Ika nga natin.
good also for Philippine volleyball knowing that a lot of people are going at the same level of playing.
At kaya tumataas yung level of play.
Mhm.
Kami tayo dito. Tumawag ng timeout dito si Coach Egay ha. Dahil umakyat na sa 4 yung abante dito ng ating Cool Smashers. We are now at 18-14 and will the Cool Smashers be able to close this out or do you think our
4 points up
Lady
for the
Oragons
Cool
will still give this a
Smashers
fight?
in the third
I
set.
think they
At the
will
service
still
zone,
give it a
their
fight,
team captain,
especially with the
Alyssa
winning attitude of
Valdez.
Euben and White.
That swag that they have.
Yes.
Mukhang babawi. At ito on cue.
Euben
Euben
finds
with
the
that
spot.
strong middle hit.
15,
Press play na yan.
Mukhang gumagana talaga for them yung combination plays yan eh. While Euben is at the middle or spiking press, mas nahihirapan bantayan ng Creamline yung mga ganung play nila. So, maybe they should explore that more.
Back set kay Sato at yun ay pupunto.
Sato with the backward.
Para dito sa ating Cool
19,
Smashers.
15.
The lead is back to 4. Kanina lumabas sa graphic, 17 points na si Alyssa dito. On the third set pa lamang.
Lisa
A
Sato
great outing
serving.
here coming from Valdez.
As usual.
Well, what's new? What do we expect? Joke. But let's go back to the ball game. Imbo with a down the line hit. Kaupin sets up Valdez from the back row, but that goes long for Alyssa.
Ball's
Libreng
out.
puntos para dito sa ating
16
Lady Oragons.
to 19.
Lady Oragons now catching up by 3 points. Or they have to catch up 3 points if they want to tie this match rather. Now serving is number 16, Egia from the Lady Oragons. Galanza goes off the block there. Egia, rather Serafica, will do the setup honors for Imbo. They go to Kaupin on the other side. That doesn't cross. Dalawang
touches
puntos na lamang
for the
hinahabol
Cool
dito ng ating
Smashers.
Lady Oragons.
17 to 19.
What was problematic with that? Was it the height of the set?
Service.
Or
I think medyo...
kulang yung talon ni Daw?
Hindi. Sobra yun, sorry. Sobra yung naging set ni Alex. Kaya kung nakita natin, pagkatalon ni Dao, kinailangan niya pang mag-adjust.
Too wide.
To
Usually
the
kasi
side.
si Daw mas sanay siya sa dikit na set eh. Hindi
Oo.
sa buka. May pagkabuka yung set doon. So, and knowing Daw patusok yung palo. So, tendency dumiretso sa net. Pero ito,
Agia.
outside yung huling palo doon ni Dao Kaupin. Kaya isang puntos na lamang ang inahabol dito ng ating Lady Oragons. Mukhang nagdilang anghel si Bea kanina sa pagsabing they will still be giving a fight because they seem to be catching up here. But
Off the hand of Serafika.
that's off the hand
20
of
to 18.
Serafika with that Astrich play.
Maganda yung naging distribution doon kasi
Gemma Galanza,
medyo
serve.
nag-error na yung opens ni Alex eh. So, medyo mix up rin yung pagbigay kay Astrich which confuses the Lady Oragons.
Tsaka hindi na nahabol si Astrich dun sa block.
Mm-mm.
They go back row to White and that scores para dito sa ating Lady Oragons. Baba sa isa
19
ang
to
habol
20.
dito ng ating Lady Oragons.
It's Uben. Foreign guest player. Serve.
Back to the ball game. Yuben there with the service. They go to Kaupin.
Alvin
Cross
off the
court
block.
and that scores
21 to
for the
19.
Cool Smashers who are back with a 2-point lead.
Ito ulit tayo since sa closing.
Service.
Tingnan natin
Best player.
kung matatapos na ng
Down,
Creamline to.
Serve.
Service is with Kaupin. They go to Imbo on the open side with a speed play.
Imbo off the block.
Nice speed ball there coming
20
from
to
Imbo.
21.
Humahabol pa po dito ang ating Lady Oragons with a 1-point disadvantage.
Sindig.
Imbo now marches
Serve.
to the service line. Tough service coming from Imbo. Nice floater there. Cabano sets up Astrich. She is denied rather. That doesn't cross the net.
Mukhang miscommunication yung nangyari doon kasi mukhang A ang dinala ni Astrich pero B ang naging set ni Alex.
So,
Service.
yun yung mga nuances ng mga middle blockers na alam na partner ko dito.
Oo naman. Crucial talaga kasi dyan yung timing and communication.
Lalo na pag middle spiker ka
Oo.
na. Dahil maraming variations yung plays dyan. Free ball ang binigay dito sa ating Lady Oragons. White with a hammer there. Sasagot dito sa kabila. Astrich on a running play. Tekar was there. Second ball drop. Wow! Nice save there coming from Tekar. Dalawang beses nasa floor na siya. Ginapang niya na yun. Valdez now. Ooh! That scores
With a drop shot.
for our Cool Smashers. Smart play coming from Eliza.
Veteran move na naman dun si Adelaide. Sinira niya yung momentum kasi ang bilis ng laro eh. So you slow it down now with a
Substitution.
drop that's unexpected.
Creamline.
Now we're seeing a very weird combination here. Mandapat
16.
comes in for the Cool Smashers and the setting.
She's setting?
Yeah, it seems like Gemma Galanza will be setting rather.
Foreign guest player.
Yung
Serve.
tinuturo, risky business. Katong substitution ni Coach Tai Bundet. They go to White. She
White into the block.
goes through the block. Tabla tayo. Mukhang pinasok dun si Isa Mandapat for blocking.
For a
Creamline.
block.
16
Okay.
out.
Blocking
13.
purposes talaga.
Cabanas. In.
I was really confused. I would have wanted to see what would
I
have
wanted to
happened.
see the Gemma Galanza set.
Oo.
Kung nakasmile din ba siya habang nagsiset. Yun din yung curiosity ko eh. But that would be interesting kasi walang libero in that last play. It was Nina Astrich at the back.
Serving for Navy Iriga.
So let's see how this would work for our Cool Smashers. Nice serve there, and that hits the
She scores an
corner
ace.
for our Lady Oragons. Sharp service coming from
I'm
Materta.
out.
Oh,
Nice.
you can't blame them for thinking it was out because even I did. Pero bumaba, yun talaga ang hirap sa floaters eh.
Yun nga yung sabihin ko, ang mga floaters talaga, yun yung mahirap bantayan. Abante dito ang ating Lady Oragons, kaya tatawag ng timeout si Coach Tai. May tweet tayo dito from Always Beardy. Is that how you pronounce it?
No?
What are the things that you usually do with your good friends? Ask BDL on PVL.
With my good friends, we usually just hang out in a house. Yun, mas gusto ko yung mga ganun, chill lang. Kung hindi ganun, I like to go on small adventures.
Yeah, like I saw you,
Ano,
you're
Sen?
often in the beach.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, beach, diba?
Maximizing.
Yeah, maximizing your freedom, your
vacation.
vacation. Minsan nasa bundok,
Oo. Minsan nasa waterfalls.
minsan nasa
3 to
waterfalls,
22
minsan
the
nasa
score in
beach.
set number 3.
Yun lang, yun nasa
Lady
beach.
Oragons at the
Mahirap na mamatay.
serving number 10.
Parang sasakalin mo na ako, babe.
Raquel.
Malapit na sin. Pagkatapos ng game na to, tingnan natin.
But let's go back to our ball game. Seems to be a very tight match here. Ooh, nice save there. Oh, unfortunate
Crossing
error
violation, Egia.
from that crossing violation of Egia.
Yeah, would have been a good save kung hindi niya natamaan yung net.
But of course, lahat sila focused yung adrenaline sa
Mhm.
paghabol dun sa bolang yun. We are now tied at 23 and it's anyone's ball game here in this third set. Cabanos now serving. Target is still white. They go up on a quick to Egia. Sasagot dito sa kabila. Valdez off the hands of the blockers.
Aldez to the block.
Cool Smashers now with match point advantage. And Coach Egay calls timeout.
23. Navy Iriga.
Unsurprising na
24.
itong timeout na to.
Oo, and nakita natin na close pa rin yung game natin. Akala ko kanina with the 7-1 lead, tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-pull away ng Creamline. Pero andito pa rin yung fighting spirit ng Lady Oragons na kikita nga natin, 1 point lang ang kailangan nilang habulin dito.
And speaking of fighting spirit, maganda tong tweet ni Krisha Pizarro. Parang sumasabog mag-spike si Kutika. Kaupin, go Valdez, love you.
Love you.
Love you. I think that's how you should read it. No? Love you. Ikaw ba? Paano mo babasahin yun?
Ganun rin naman siguro siya.
Sample ka.
Love you. Pinagtitripan mo ako.
Ha? Hindi ah. Hindi ha. Crucial part kayo ng game. 1 point na lang. Pwede sila
Oh,
manalo.
balik
1
tayo
point
sa
pa-
game kasi crucial nga.
Balik na to. Ito na. Bumalik na
Match
sa
point
game, di ba?
now for the Cool
Ito na, babe, di ba?
Smashers.
It is 24 to
Service zone,
23.
number 13.
Alex Cabanos
Alex
on the service
Cabanos.
line. And her team is with a match point advantage. Pero as we saw kanina, pwede pa tong mahabol ng ating Lady Oragons if they really want to. Yuben was the target. They go to White on the open side. White off the hands of the blockers. Cabanos chooses Valdez. Buhay pa po ang bola. Free ball ang bibigay dito ni Yuben. Cabanos goes to Sato on the middle and
Sato
nobody
ends
home
the set.
on the end zone of
The
our
match for the
Lady
Cool
Oragons.
Smashers.
That
25
gives the game to
23.
our Cool Smashers in 3 straight
Congratulations
sets.
to our Creamline
Wag po kayo
Cool
mawawala
Smashers
dahil magbabalik
for
pa po
taking
kami
this
dito sa
match in
Premier
straight
Volleyball
sets.
League Reinforced
25
Conference.
to 21, 26 to 24, and 25 to 23.
At nagbabalik po kami dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Sinjon Reyes. Kasama pa rin po natin si Bea De Leon. And Bea, who is our player of the game for today?
Yes, our player of the game for today is of course none other than the photogenic Miss Gemma Galanza.
Nako.
Thank you po.
Good afternoon to you, Gemma. And congratulations for that win. Bea, I think you have a question for Gemma?
Oo, may question. Alam mo ba today na ikaw yung ma-first six ni Coach Tai?
Sa training kasi parang lahat kami pinapasok niya. So, parang ready lang din naman ako. Hindi ko talaga na-expect na ipapasok niya ako.
Kasi
Pero
yung
ready lang
pagpasok mo din kanina, di ba, parang out of
Oo.
nowhere.
Oo,
First set pa lamang, wala pang puntos, may substitution na agad. So, nagulat tayong lahat doon. Gemma, ako naman, yung tanong ko kanina, noong third set, pinasok si Risa man dapat. Sino ang magsiset sa inyo doon?
Ako daw! Tapos sabi ko, ako. Tatanong ko ng tanong sa kanila.
So, handa ka bang mag-set during that time?
Na-excite nga ako eh. Gusto ko mag-set.
Kami din
Tapos, pero
dito,
sabi ko, open
sa
lang
gilid,
ha. Ayun lang yung sisetan ko.
na-excite.
Open lang.
Open lang.
Oo, sobrang
Oo.
na-confuse ako dun eh.
Oh, at very exciting nga naman ang ating naganap kanina. And Gemma, baka may gusto kang batiin ng mga fans mo dyan na nanonood sa atin dito sa arena, sa labas ng arena, kung saan
Somewhere
man.
over there, skilid-kilid.
Sino ba? Hello po sa family ko na lagi sumusuporta sa akin. Yung mga boss dyan sa Laguna Delegation, si Ma'am Bog, si Ma'am Judith, si Engineer Rolly, si Engineer June Palisok. Tapos, yung mga sumusuporta sa Creamline, Cool Smashers, and sa akin po. And yun po, sa kanya po. Hi po.
Sino
Kanya
sa kanya?
po.
Tapos
Sino
na.
po yun?
Inspired talaga today si
Oo.
Miss Gemma
Very
Galanza.
limited kasi yung questions natin to volleyball.
Oo.
So, volleyball
Yun
lang
yung
din
instructions
natin.
niya
Oo.
sa atin. No? Volleyball lang po.
Pero dahil volleyball lang, tapusin na natin to, Gemma. Maraming
Thank
salamat
you
sa
po.
pagsama sa amin dito. And congratulations again for another exciting win for the Cool Smashers. Good luck dahil mukhang magpapahinga kayo
Yes
for
po.
the quarterfinals. Thank you so much,
Mukhang
Gemma.
knowing coach tayo, walang pahinga yan.
Oh, yan, alam
Walang
na alam.
pahinga masyado yan.
Talaga may pahinga kayo? Oh, pero tayo na ang susunod na magpapahinga dahil papalitan na tayo dito ni Martin Javier at ni Alfred Valbuena dahil next game na po mga kapamilya, it will be the High Flyers and they will be meeting the Purest Water Defenders NU squad here coming up next. And again, on behalf of my partner Bea De Leon, this has been Sinjin Reyes. And on behalf of everyone on the live stream team, maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin dito sa SNA Livestream.